Breakaway has had a big impact on my life.
My experience with Breakaway began 8 years ago. I got locked up in the juvenile program. What they had going on at this program, it was something that I never really experienced or seen. What really opened the door was Breakaway wanted us to be more involved in the Bible studies every time that they came every week. And you know, we would do our daily devotion and have our Bible studies and sing in our hymns and everything, but they gave us opportunity to be more involved and show our talents and what we can do to serve the Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, in Jesus Christ's name, I pray that you open up their hearts and minds so they can receive the message that you have for them in this song. I pray that the dirt be broken up so the seed can be planted and begin to root and grow strong and upright. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray. When they gave the opportunity, me and a couple guys from the camp, we went back to our dorm that night and we got together and we wrote some rhymes. We presented the next week when they came and we spit them and they liked it. You know what I mean? They encouraged us. And that really stuck with me personally, that I can continue doing it and I continue doing it.
Before I was a Christian, you know, I had a big head, a lot of pride. You know, going to high school, I used to get into fights every day, you know, getting kicked out of school, referrals. I started stealing cars, robbing people, smoking and drinking. That's what really led me up to getting locked up. I was facing some pretty heavy charges, you know, I was facing prison time. Standing before the judge, she wanted to send me to 25 years in prison, but she seen something in me. She decided to send me to boot camp. I did 8 months in boot camp, but I felt that I wasn't really ready to go back home. I decided to go to another program, Forest Youth Academy, which is in English, Florida. Got in a lot of Bible studying and, you know, reading scriptures real heavy. I repented of my sins and, you know, I prayed and I asked God to come in my heart. Having that relationship with God now, He showed me the purpose of my life. That's one thing I really struggled with before I got to this point is, God, why am I really here? You know, I really didn't understand that. And now I have that relationship with God. I understand why I'm here. I understand that purpose.
Just look what I've been through. The blueprint of my life has so much potential. Yeah, I may have messed up and even missed some blessings, but I gained from it all and even learned some lessons.
I had to go back home to the inner city. You know, everything was really messed up back at home, and the youth pastors that were at the program, they reached out to me and they got me back in a area where I could have that good support group. They helped me find another church that I can go to and be a part of, and that's what I really needed. And over the years, Breakaway has presented opportunities for me to go into various juvenile facilities to share my testimony and my music.
My life real serious cause it's part of my test. Since I'm blessed with the spirit, man, I'm starting to press. Until that day I get to heaven, I ain't taking no rest. Cause I wake up every morning still fighting my flesh.
I was living a fast life, you know what I'm saying? Any day I could die, you know, by the things I was doing, you know what I'm saying? I could have a drug overdose. I could have been riding in a stolen car and somebody would have wrecked it and I would have been dead then. And I was thinking, if I would have died today, where would I go?
Right now we're at a summer camp in North Carolina and we're serving the Lord just by reaching out to the younger kids. And every day we're having group sessions where we're learning about God's promises, how God gives us what we need. We're trying to show the kids that God is in everything that we do. That was some of the things that I struggled with, and I really wish that I had been in a place like this at a younger age. Maybe I wouldn't have went down the roads that I went, but now God is showing me that, you know what I mean, you went through that maybe because you can come back and share with others that they don't have to go down the same road that you went. I also had an opportunity to share some of my music, and one of the guys here was just reminding me of myself, how he just looks at me and he's like, wow, you know what I mean, you do Christian hip hop, man, I want to do that. And that's what I want to encourage him to continue doing, to put God first. Summer camp is so important The experience that they get here and the learning and the teachings that they get from God, they get to really experience God. And then they can take it back home and share it with their family. I see that as very important to be able to have those environments for younger youth and get that installed into them at a young age.
1, 2, 3, Trina, go!